Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
Diggity dank. Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another episode, another week of the Nightwing news. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
Hello, I'm Kristen.
And Nightwing Cat.
And Nightwing Cat, yes.
So, we got some new stuff to talk about tonight. We got some classic Red Robin issues. So
it's Red Brother Week.
That's right. Oh man, there's so much that books this week.
Awesome.
It's supposed to be a slow week, but it's like that's where every Baffles had an annual this week.
Yeah, I saw that in because I don't know about your comic shop, but my comic shop uses that Comic Hub, so I can go in and like place orders through the app and see what came in. And I looked and I saw, yeah, there's a lot of annuals this week.
Yeah, my guy puts up a list. I always check the list before I go in. Yeah, it's just Batman, Detective, Nightwing, Robin, even the Joker had an annual this week. The Joker.
Yeah, and it seemed like they didn't number the annuals this year. They just called them the 2021 annuals. Is that correct?
But yeah, it's like, 2021 annual number one. Well, it's like, well, if it's the 2021 annual, I would assume there's only going to be one.
Yeah, because 2021 is pretty much over.
Sometimes I think they just get lazy and they don't want to keep track. It's like, well, what was the number last year? Okay, well, so we got to,
I mean, it would make more sense to call it the annual and use the year.
Yeah, just
instead of be like annual 4. You're like, what year is that?
I know. It makes it all the reboots and everything. Yeah, I think it was very confusing. All right, so yes, like we said, we've got an extra issue this month because yes, the Nightwing annual came out today, and it's a team up with Jason. And I know Kristen liked this because we got flashbacks.
Yeah, of course. I like the whole thing.
Oh,
it has all my favorite things.
We got someone who looks like Jason basically killed a witness and killed some FBI agents. And did you kind of have an idea who the imposter was?
Yes.
I had an idea it was one of them, but yeah.
Well, I didn't know that guy's name. I am not familiar with that Clayface. Guy's name.
Spoilers, yes, it was Preston Payne who they must have switched up because he used to not be able to shapeshift. That was Clayface 3, like the guy whose face just looked like he had a melty face and he could like burn people by touching them and stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember that guy too much.
He almost looks like he's wearing a Mr. Freeze costume or something.
Okay, is he more recent or is he like a long time ago?
No, he was like 80s and 90s, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he didn't.
For the longest time, like
they didn't make an impression on me.
Yeah, after a while, they were just going with Basil Karlo, the original Clayface, and just once they gave him power, like all the other ones' powers, they were just using him for the longest time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I kind of forgot that. I mean, because Clayface, in my opinion, is not a top tier villain. So I don't necessarily keep track of all the different Clayfaces.
Yeah. But yeah, I figured it was one of them.
So yeah, when they said that person's name, I was like, who? But Clayface, I was like, oh yeah.
And it's just like, why Red Hood? And he's like, well, you're the one that people wouldn't question if he gunned people down.
This is true. He's not totally stupid.
Oh yeah, no. Because no one would have bought if Dick did it. Because Dick investigates. Oh, then we get the flashback.
And I don't know if they would not have believed it if Red Robin did it, if Nightwing did it. I don't think they would have believed it if Robin had done it with a gun. Now, if Robin had jumped in and done it with a sword,
Yeah,
that would have been believable.
If it
but
looked
not
like
a gun.
Yeah, if it looked like Damien decapitated a bunch of guys with a sword, yeah, that might be believable. But yeah, not guns.
Yeah, but not a gun.
All right. But yeah, so what do you think of that flashback of that, Alfred calling Dick in to that, talk to Jason and, it's like Dick's like, oh, well, Bruce fired me. And Jason's like, oh, yeah, well, you're the perfect son. He always holds you, compares me to you and how I'm never good enough as you. And
so awesome. Wait, though, I have to say before we get there, I thought it was so cute. Barbara showing Dick that it looks like Jason. And she says, sorry, Dick. And Haley, whine. Aw. Haley knows this is a sad emotional moment, too.
I love when they're watching the footage. Yeah, like Barbara covers Haley's eyes.
Yeah, I know. That was so cute.
But yeah, I like it because sometimes like they'll get like a different writer to do the animals. But yeah, this is still Tom Taylor, so
yeah. No, it fits it. I mean, it's kind of hard. I'm not quite sure where it fits in exactly. I don't think it totally matters. No, it was so cute how he's like, damn it. Oh no, I'm sad about Jason. He's like, oh, who's a good dog?
I mean, it might just fit in, exactly between 86 and 87 because 86 was the end of Fear State. So
yeah, no, it might. But yeah, I guess maybe that's supposed to be our first clue that something is amiss when Barbara says he hasn't turned off his locator because you'd think if he did something bad like that. Also, I feel like Haley's going to go home with Barbara. They're really bonding in this issue. She's like, yeah, petting her. Haley's like, yeah, that's the stuff.
All right, so what did you think of this flashback?
It was awesome.
I know, we got Alfred and
I mean, okay, so number one, Alfred calling and he's saying, he fired me, Alfred. Do you know what that's like? It was like, no, he's never fired me, but I've quit a few times. However, your father's away for a few days. Oh, yeah! That was my jam. And then I'm saying, this is me, Alfred asking. So he's like, okay, I'll see you soon. Also, I like the touch that it's still a landline, but a cordless landline. So it puts it in kind of like, when did this happen? Who knows?
yeah, because it's like Jason's obviously aged up. It's like how much, it's like how much is Dick aged up? But it's like, but again, Jason, Lazarus Pitts, we don't know.
Oh yeah, you mean so is that supposed to be the thing that like the age gap between Dick and Jason is smaller now that he came back from the dead?
Maybe, I don't know. They never really get
okay, they're just kind of hand wavy about it.
Well, it's like the thing with Bruce, all the Robins age up and Bruce kind of stays the same age.
Well, you know how it is though, once you become an adult, you like pretty much do try to stay the same age the whole time.
I know. But yeah, I love how they're talking about how Bruce just, makes a competition and then Dick's like, let's go out. And he's like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be grounded. He's like, Alfred, we're going on. Very good, sir.
I know. Can we just appreciate that Jason has a Slipknot poster in his room? I thought that was a nice touch. And then the other one I can't tell as much. Lacuna Colt, maybe? But Slipknot I recognize.
But of course we get the disco wingsuit.
Heck yes. I know, but I thought that was really good of Dick saying Bruce is, keeping us competitive, making us meet impossible expectations. I'm sorry he used me to make you feel small. Oh, that's really good. This is giving us the Dick and Jason we always wanted.
We get Alfred again, thank goodness.
And yes, and Alfred is totally awesome. He always says, I'm glad I'm not supposed to leave the house. I won't say anything. What about Alfred? He's like, yeah, we're leaving. He's like, great. Alfred's the man.
Oh, Alfred hands him the keys to the Batmobile.
Heck yeah, he does. Although, I'm not sure if they ever brought the milk back. We do not see if they brought the milk. So
true.
And also, he didn't even say what kind of milk. Like, is Alfred a skim milk guy or like 2%, whole whole milk, almond milk, soy milk.
Probably for Jason anyway. So
It's probably true. Actually, it's also probably a joke.
But I just love Jason. He's like, why? I've been in the Batmobile before. Why does this seem so much better? Because no one's telling you not to put your feet up. Oh yeah.
Yes. But then apparently you probably shouldn't because of the buttons that launch rockets. So yeah, I guess you might accidentally kick one and that would be bad.
Yeah. But I just love this whole speech Dick gives him about, you have to, Robin has to be talkative, not only to be a distraction, but for the victims.
Yes, but it says, you'll be a more effective team if you can be annoying. And Jason, I can be annoying. Also, do you notice how Jason is pretty much wearing the classic Robin outfit, but it's like a little bit shorts?
Yeah.
A little bit shorts. So he's, like not totally scaly panting it.
So yeah, they come across this mugging. Yeah, they find the dad, and then they see them. It's like kidnapping or mugging. Yeah, the guy like hits the kid, and Jason's just like.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, I think it is a kidnapping. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he tried to mug the dad too, but yeah, he took the kid.
But then Jason just goes nuts on the guy. He's like, "You want to hit a kid? Hit me!" Yeah, then we're talking about. Yeah, he's like, adults hurt you when you were a kid. And Dick's asked Jason. He's like, "Yeah, you want to punish people? I guess." Well, at least Dick's better than Bruce would just be yelling at him and saying, "You're not going out."
Yep.
But yes, so as Alfred hides behind the giant penny,
he's so happy.
hears Dick say, he's like,
pretty sure brothers are supposed to keep each other's secrets. That's another awe moment right there. Exactly. And then now, boom.
Present day.
In Gotham, at Jason's warehouse, which does not seem very cozy. Why would you live in a warehouse? But I know it's part of his Red Hood aesthetic.
But Jason's like, I didn't do it. Dick's like, I believe you. Why? Because you would own up to it. But he's like, here, let me see. He's like, maybe make sure.
Also, yeah, now take your top off. Like, shouldn't he have worded that? I was expecting Jason to make some kind of joke.
Yeah, I know.
When he said that.
But... like, I'll make sure there's no bruise from like where the bullet hit. Just so there's it's not mind control or anything.
Yeah. Yes. Now we have to possession or mind control, or that you're an alien or something. Body snatcher. I guess that would be possession.
So then they investigate the crime scene. Dick makes Jason go down in the sewers and get the bullet.
I know, which is funny.
I love how Jason's like, I stopped using guns, and Dick's like, yeah, I heard you use a crowbar now. Shouldn't you stand like this or dress like a crowbar?
Yeah, how would you dress like a crowbar? Just gray, I guess. So I mean, Jason's kind of doing that. He's like a crowbar with red accents.
I guess, but just like a big, something on top of your head or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you need a crowbar hat. Also, okay, so this I found interesting. The former home of Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne lost his money, but nobody's living in Wayne Manor?
I guess not. I mean, yeah, I thought he was talking about selling it. I don't know if he was going to sell it or not, but yeah, he's living in a town. Well, he's leaving town now, but I guess, but he was living in a townhouse in Gotham. So yeah, the house.
Yeah, I know you said he was in the brownstone. I don't know. It just seems weird that it's like, I lost my money, so I'm going to move out of this house that my family's owned for a long time, so it's already paid for, into a different house, but not sell that house. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense to me.
Again, I don't know if it's just, this house reminds me too much of Alfred, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I suppose if there's a reason like that, I thought it was supposed to be like a money kind of thing.
Well, I mean, he lost a lot of his money. Oh, I'm sorry. Now he's like a millionaire instead of a billionaire,
Which is what he was in the beginning.
Yeah.
All right, I guess maybe that makes more sense. I was just a little confused why. I was thinking that the main reason he was living in the brownstone was because of the money issue. And I was thinking, well, then why is Wayne Manor just abandoned? Because he's still having to, pay for the upkeep on it and stuff. Anyway. But then I was also like, if he sold it, then wouldn't somebody eventually find the Batcave? Or is somebody else living in there and they're just sneaking into the Batcave? Because that would also be weird.
Yeah, I'm guessing nobody's. They haven't said anything, so I'm guessing no one's living there.
Well, Dick should live there then, since he has all this money now.
Is that you, Russell? Yeah, I know. Nightwing made an appearance in Gotham City Villains this week. Yeah, he made an appearance in quite a few places. But that, yeah.
Wait, is that another book?
Yeah, there was a big villain special book today. It's like, it was a Scarecrow story. It was like real quick. It's like, Scarecrow was like, oh, Batman isn't the fearless one, and he keeps talking about the fearless one, and guess who it turns out to be? Dick.
Nightwing, you mean?
Yeah, he's like, he's the true fearless one. More than Batman.
But what does he do in that? What does he do in that story? Or do they just talk about him?
Well, basically, Nightwing comes in and Scarecrow and his gang just basically try to take him out. Yeah.
Oh.
There are a bunch of short stories, so it's not like a big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
An anthology. Anyway, you can tell Jason's amused by Dick's antics. You should dress like a crowbar or make this shape a lot. Jason's like, shut up.
Mm. But yes, they examined that bullet, and what did they find? That's right, kids. Like we said before, clay.
Wait! Bill, you forgot the most important part.
What?
Seriously, I'm proud of you for putting the guns away. Bruce is too. I think it meant a lot to him. Aww. Exactly. We gotta relish in these emotional moments. We can't be skipping over them for plot. All right. Yes, like you said, clay. And just to emphasize that it wasn't Red Hood, Dick is standing there with Red Hood, and Oracle sends him a report that Red Hood is doing something.
And I love it. It's like, oh, I guess we're stealing Dad's car again.
Can I drive this time? Absolutely not. My only quibble is, why is Dick taller than Jason? Now that they're grown up, Jason's supposed to be taller.
Is he?
Yeah, I thought that was always the thing, that Jason was taller.
I didn't think so. I always thought he was just slightly shorter, just so they could, it's like, okay, he's the younger one, and Tim's a little shorter, and then of course.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be that Jason was taller because Jason's like taller and broader like Bruce, and Dick's a little smaller because he's the acrobat.
Yeah, I don't know, unless he appears taller with the helmet on or something. I don't know.
I suppose it doesn't matter. I guess since it's Nightwing's annual, he gets to be taller. If it was Red Hood's annual, he would be taller.
But I love they come driving up on Clayface. There Red Hood. There I am. Feel free to hit me hard.
So they know it's Preston Payne. Like, does he look different than the other Clayfaces, or is he just the most recent Clayface?
Like I said, he used to not be a shapeshifter, so I don't know how they know it's Preston Payne. But okay. I mean, unless they're all made out of different clay, I don't know.
Oh, that would be a neat trick.
I know.
Right.
Then, so he takes off, and Jason's like, "Get his attention. I'll do the rest." But then Clayface tries to fool them by looking like Batman.
It's like, why would you think that would fool them? I mean, they know they're fighting Clayface.
I know. I guess they just wanted to get him paused long enough. I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe they're trying to mess with his head.
I love how Jason's like, if you think that'll hold me back because you look like Batman, you have badly misread my unresolved issues.
Yeah, that was a great line. That was a great line. So, yeah, so he's hitting him with an ice gun, I guess?
Yeah, I think because when they're in the cave, he's like, oh, I guess I'm picking up a gun again. And I think it was Mr. Freeze's gun, yeah. But yeah, then they put him like in the freezer.
Yeah, in the kitchen. It looks so funny.
I know. You're going to speak, or you're going to stay the world's most disappointing ice cream forever.
Yeah, I know. It's funny how they have him. And at first I thought, oh my God, did they chop off his head? But then I realized, oh no, he's in the freezer, and then there you put a a space heater to defrost his head.
So then they're talking about, they're like, well, who hired you? Because they there was a witness for the FBI was protecting. Who hired you? Wolfgang Bleisma.
Yeah, do you know him? I
No,
mean, it's like oh,
I think they just made this. I think this is brand new information,
okay.
as far as I know. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure. Like, well, he says his mother, but it's not his biological mother, but the woman he thought it was his mother for the longest time. I'm pretty sure she died of an overdose or one of the.
Yeah, I mean that's how it used to be. Yeah.
Yeah, either that she either got sick and died or overdosed and died. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, definitely here. Yeah, Jason.
That's Catherine Todd, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it Sheila that is his mom that he finds in Africa?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that Wolfgang guy's a dealer, made lots of money. He disappeared after he killed 83 people, including the mayor's son. He hurt so many people and got away with it.
And he'd get away with it too if it weren't for these meddling 20-somethings.
Ah!
Boom.
Yeah, he's at the airport already, ready to take off in a private plane. Dick calls Barbara and says, keep that plane on the ground. Whatever you can do, keep it on the ground.
Now Jason gets to drive.
I know, and he rams that Batmobile at the plane.
Oh,
to drive.
Well, that guy wasn't going to stay. He wasn't going to follow the rules or whatever. He was going to make the pilot take off. So yeah, I guess, since they hit the plane, they like rip off the engine or whatever, so then it can't fly.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think they take out the engine, probably part of the wing too. Yeah, so
yeah.
Like
okay, that's a cool shot when they come out of there, or illustration when they come out of there. The car. It's very Hollywood.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Jason gets the guy and starts beating him with the crowbar, and Nightwing's like, Red Hood, enough. They yells, Robin. So Jason's like, yeah, I guess it's better they lock you in a cage and take away everything you have. I love how Dick's like, you hit him with a crowbar, Jason, and those sticks of yours are like being hit with fluffy pillows.
Yeah, probably they're not. Particularly since now they're electrified.
Oh, true. Let's get the car back before Batman knows it's gone. You don't think the world's greatest detective is going to notice this damage?
I think you would not even have to be the world's greatest detective to notice.
Sure, but we don't have to own up to it, Jason says, because I'm pretty sure brothers are supposed to keep each other's secrets.
Oh, full circle. Except again, this is Dick keeping Jason's secret, because Jason was the one driving the car this time. But they could blame it on Damian.
Again, I don't know the last time Bruce was in the actual Batcave, so I don't know.
Well, right, yeah, it could be years before he discovers that it's messed up, and by then.
And again, they were stopping a criminal. It's not like they were joyriding. That'd be funny if they were all like, it was Damian.
Yeah. Well, maybe Bruce will be like, I can afford to fix it. So, Dick, you were in the car. Can you fix it?
Oh, true. I think Dick might have more money than Bruce right now. Yeah.
What do you mean, might? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
If Bruce is a mere millionaire, then Dick totally has more money than him.
Oh man, Jason should have had some kind of line about Dick being rich, super rich now.
Well, they can't put everything into one issue. They have to save something so we can have future Dick and Jason stories, right?
Yep. All right. So I'm sure you love that issue, huh?
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right. I'll mention this real quick because I don't want to. I'll try not to spoil too much for you in this Detective Comics annual.
No, you're fine. You know I love spoilers.
Oh yeah. Oh well, it's leading up to, I guess, Detective Comics is going to be weekly in January, I think. But yeah, no, it basically opens up with a flashback to when Bruce was a kid and Thomas Wayne saved like this serial killer's life, and then we're talking about Well, I guess with after Fear State and everything, I guess Arkham's been shut down, and I guess they're trying to open a new Arkham, and there's like gonna be like an actual building in the city, like Arkham Tower. So yeah, it's not gonna blow up in everyone's face.
No, definitely not.
But no, then the son of this serial killer is on the loose, and Dick and Bruce are out trying to stop this guy, and Bruce is just like, well, Dick's like, hey, the guy's mentally unhinged. He needs help. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna get this guy help? I don't think Arkham's doing the job. And Bruce is like, it's not our job. We just deal with the symptoms, and we take him in and let the police and whoever else deal with him. And Dick's like, even says he's like, I know you're not the guy to like say, hey, let the system take care of it. Mr. Vigilante. I know you're not the one to let this say, hey, let the system handle it.
Yeah, so what's up with Bruce? Is he having a crisis of confidence or something? Is that why he needs to get away?
Well, between that and Fear State, maybe. But no, there's just some funny stuff in this, like, because this kid of the serial killer, like, he's like, he makes like wings out of bones he like wears on his back, and like they track it down to this fried chicken place. So like there's just like
that is creepy.
Yeah, it's so funny because there's just like shots of Dick sitting on the roof eating a bucket of fried chicken and stuff.
Wait, is this now or is this like back when he was Robin?
No, this is now. This is
now. Okay.
Yeah, because
I look forward to it.
Because like Dick's like, how did you track him to this chicken place? And Bruce is like, because they examined some of the bones, and he's like, oh yeah, because their secret recipe was all over the bones and stuff.
Of course, their secret blend of herbs and spices.
And Dick's like, I knew you weren't eating fried chicken. But but Bruce is like, yeah, nobody in the restaurant seen this guy, and Dick's like, oh, maybe there's someone, because there's like a homeless woman going through the dumpster in the back. So Dick like swings down and asks her, and then he shares his chicken with her.
She tells him there's some weird dude who comes and takes all the chicken bones.
Yeah. So they like track the guy down, and then he like jumps out the window of this building, and Dick dives after him and tells Bruce, he's like, don't you catch me until I tell you to. Because like, they caught him the first time, then he got away, and like the first time Bruce just like drop kicked him in the face, and so Dick's like, no, let me handle this. Don't you catch me until I tell you to. And he just like dives out the window after the guy.
So wait, is this guy also killing people?
I'm not sure if he's actually killed. I mean, you could tell he's deranged. He is, but I can't remember if they said he actually.
Because I mean, I don't think it's illegal to take chicken bones out of the trash and make them into wings.
Yeah, no.
Weird, yes. Illegal, no.
I mean, at the least, he's an escaped mental patient. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, they bring him back in, and like Dick's in the hospital, and the cops are talking about, oh yeah, let's send him to Arkham or send him to jail. We'll take care of him. And Dick's like, don't you, Dick's basically reading them the riot act, and they're getting in his face and stuff.
Nice.
But there's a new doctor.
Awesome.
But there's a new doctor in town. Maybe you'll recognize the name. I don't know if you'll recognize the name, but I guess she's going to be the new doctor at Arkham, Chase Meridian.
Oh, she was in one of the Batman movies, right?
Yeah, the one with Val Kilmer. Yeah.
Yeah, was that Batman Forever?
Yeah.
That's the one where Dick was introduced.
Yeah, because there's, what is it, Fear State Omega, like the wrap up to Fear State this week too, and she's in that too. So yeah, so I guess they're bringing in Chase Meridian. Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, when like Dick leaves the hospital, and oh look who's sitting on a bench outside, Bruce Wayne.
Oh, go figure.
Because Dick walks by Bruce sitting on the bench. He goes, I never know if you want me to pretend I don't see you when you do stuff like that.
What does Bruce say?
But he just asked him, he goes, how was it in there? And Dick says to him, he goes, I think the era of the cops liking me more than you is about to end. Because they got into it with those cops. He's like, yeah, I think the time of them liking me more than you is over. But no, I think you would like this, because there are some like funny like Bruce and Dick moments in this, and
sounds good.
Yeah,
and it sounds like Dick is sticking up for the little guy, so that's good.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, it was very yeah, it seemed like something Dick would do. And again, it was like this could have been Tom Taylor, but it wasn't Tom Taylor writing this. This was like I think the team that does the regular Detective Comics, and yeah, they seem to get Dick's voice pretty good too. So
Nice. That's awesome.
well, yeah, like I said, I don't know if they're building up to it because I don't know if Dick's going to be a big part of Detective. Because yeah, I think Bruce is leaving town, and then I think they said in January Detective's going weekly. The story Shadows of the Bat.
Oh, that'll be in Detective. That's not a new series.
Yeah, no, it'll be in Detective. So I don't know if that's going to
So
be.
do you think it'll be like a split, like half is Bruce and half is the people back in Gotham?
I think. Well, I know they're going to be following Bruce traveling around in the regular Batman book. So yes, I don't know if maybe the Detective book is going to be everyone back in Gotham. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, because then they're still supposed to have Batman Urban Legends, but reading the it sounds like this month, it's December, is like, Bruce leaving, and then it's going to go into like a Bruce and Zatanna story. So I don't know if that's like tied in with him being out of town or if it's just kind of like a story.
Some of the Urban Legends, it's like hard to tell if they're in continuity or not sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
But no, I know.
Or they could be in continuity, just not the right now continuity. It's like a story from the vault or whatever.
I know the regular Batman book, they said they're going to be following Bruce, and I think they said they're going to be doing something with Batman Inc. So,
okay, in Batman again, that's not a new series.
No, in the regular Batman book, yeah.
Well, all right, all kinds of stuff happening.
Is he still poor? Yeah, poor is he's a millionaire, not a billionaire. So
I guess he'll have to fly commercial and not on his own private jet.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. He has like little bat caves around the city now, since he's not at the mansion, and it's like the whole thing is like, oh, now when you like dent the Batmobile, you got to fix it yourself, Oh,
or you could just drive around a beater Batmobile.
I think it kind of does that too.
Gives it a certain something.
Exactly. All right, should we get to Red Robin?
Yes.
All right, so
I'm ready. Red Brother Part 2.
That's right, more brotherly love. Yes, from Red Robin number 13.
This has all the other brothers in it, since Jason's not in this one, but he was in the first one.
Yeah, this is when Jason was still like crazy. Oh, come on, app. You ever get that message where like it's like, oh, something's gone wrong on the app, and it's the picture of Alfred?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny that it's Alfred, but yeah, you're like, ah.
All right, yeah, Red Robin 13, August 2010.
Wow. Oh my God. Over 10 years ago? Yeah. Old.
Doesn't seem like it, huh?
No. It does not.
All right, kids. So yeah, this is the era of Dick's still Batman and Tim is Red Robin. Yeah, I love this first part. I mean, we don't get a ton of Dick in this, but I do love the beginning when Tim, Dick, and Damian are on the roof.
Yes.
Talking wooden speed as they're swinging.
Yeah, and then Damian's all like correcting it into kilometers in wind gusts, and Dick's like, guys, let's just try to have some fun.
And Tim's thoughts, he's like, man, those words coming out of Batman's mouth, it feels good.
That's right. It does.
But yeah, I love the art in this.
Flying.
Yeah, these look good. I love the art in this. Hey, this is great art.
Yeah, it's very good.
But he's like, yeah, Dick has done exactly what I expected he would. Put on Batman's cowl without getting lost in its shadows.
Now Tim is happy with everyone believing Bruce Wayne's alive and helping him. He doesn't feel alone. Yay. And then, so apparently there's Tweedledee and Tweedledum hitting a warehouse. And then Lynx, is that someone that he kind of found when he was doing the Ra's al Ghul bit? Isn't she from earlier? Lynx, isn't she from earlier in the Red Robin run?
Yeah, there's that. Well, this is like a second Lynx, but yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, this one of the funny because there's some funny parts in this one. Dibs on the sexy gang leader who probably likes me. And then Dick, just never forget I dated Starfire.
She just took pity on you for the pixie boots.
Yeah, but they were cute.
Oh, brother. So yeah, Tim's just like gliding to the scene with that cape.
And then he's flying, and then like something about the gusts, and he's like, I hate Damien. There's a gust that blew me off.
Well, first as he's gliding, he's like, oh, let's hope the little hobbit was right. But yeah, then at some point he loses it. Yeah, he starts falling. See, I like this Red Robin suit, man. I wish they put Tim back in this suit.
Yeah, I know we got a lot of. Oh, maybe not. I mean, I know that people kind of made fun of the cowl that didn't have any ears on it, but I think it's good. I think it's smarter. Although, I mean, I always say I really think that everyone should be wearing a mask like Cassandra's black bat mask because there's so much.
Full face. It's gonna muffle your voice. Two, if you're covered head to toe and no one can see any skin, it's harder to identify you. It's like, okay.
Exactly. It's like if you really wanted to keep your secret identity secret, you would cover your face.
Yeah. Make it harder. It's like, okay, now we don't know. Okay, do we know it's a guy? Okay, well, what color was he? I don't know.
Right, yeah. What color was I mean, so it's like at least it's like I love Robin, obviously, and I love Dick, but I mean that Nightwing mask, come on, that's not really hiding you at all.
But again, how many times has Dick been shot in the head? Yeah, that like a cowl, at least a cowl like that would protect the top of your head.
A little bit. Well, or like Jason's helmet. That is quite protective.
Exactly.
So yeah, but whatever. I mean, it makes sense that Superman, he's bulletproof, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so yes, but I think that this was probably definitely his best Red Robin costume.
Oh yeah, because I mean it was kind of similar in the beginning, but then I think was it starting with this issue maybe that like they kind of like tweaked the design a little. I really like this design. Like used for the rest.
Well,
of
and I didn't, and it's the wings were too much when the glider things that actually looked like bird wings. That was too much.
New 52, yeah.
And it didn't feel like Tim.
No.
Because let's be real, if any of the Robins were going to have bird wings, Dick is the one who would do that because he is the most performance oriented, and Tim is much more functional oriented. So this costume really feels right.
And not only that, in New 52, they took that cowl off his head. They made him more like a mask again, so the top of his head.
Exactly.
Again, it's like, yeah. I mean, and again, like the cow, even if it doesn't have ears, I think it like says more, it's like more a reflection of Batman. It's like, hey, this is like one of Batman's partners.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's just more protective. He just should have continued to cover his face.
I think it screams more Batman-like than like a Robin costume.
Because that's the other thing is if your whole face is covered, what if like something flies up and hits you in the face? Mm-hmm. Well, it hits your mask, not your face. When you're,
Oh yeah, when you're he's gliding or swinging, I mean, you could get like a bug, even a bug hit.
Exactly, you probably get tons of bugs in your mouth. How many bugs have these vigilantes eaten? So many. But whatever.
I know.
Plus, we've seen. I mean, because I didn't really think about it, but when your mask is over your chin and nose and stuff, like we see so often with COVID, it really does disguise you. I mean, I have been through. I mean, I'm working now on my second year of students, and honestly, I really have no idea what most of them look like because I always see them with a mask.
Comics.
So, but yeah, all right.
But I do like in this where it's like, I think this was the start of like Fabian.
Yeah, I did check in. Yeah, this was his first issue on Red Robin.
So like he basically has Tim like starting at like a checklist of like stuff he wants to accomplish, and where am I going to live? Where am I going to work? Who am I going to do it with? I mean, they kind of had him becoming like Bruce Light here, where it's like, I'm going to plan everything out,
Mhm. But at the same time, he's not as dark as he was in the beginning part. But I suppose that can be because,
Well, again, he was, he was in mourning too, because everyone thought Bruce was dead and he had already lost a bunch of his friends. So, Mm,
also, he does a good job of Damien's voice when he's saying, "Your breakfast will get cold. Does its temperature affect its nutritional value? Only its taste." He's like, then never mind. Like,
then may I reach 100 without your nattering.
yeah, that's like, Damien. That's so Damien.
But yeah,
But also so sad that you don't want to eat your breakfast when it's most tasty.
Alfred tells him, Batman's out off the Justice League, and Tim's like, man, Dick in the JLA. That sounds weird in a good way.
It's uncertain when he'll return, so that will set us up for what happens in 14.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it until I reread this Tim's fake engagement.
Yep. It's weird to me. I mean, I know that they did that. It's just weird how they never did it with Dick, but I guess things are a little bit different with Tim. How they keep talking about it's like Tim Drake, or that they keep calling him like Mr. Wayne and stuff like that.
Yeah, because of I guess after the adoption and stuff. I mean, again, I wonder if it's by the time Bruce officially adopted Dick, he was already an adult.
Right. Well, I don't know. I mean, was it ever made clear that Tim changed his last name? Or do people just...
Yeah, I think a lot, especially in the media, they were just calling him Tim Wayne because he was officially adopted him and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like they're never clear. I mean, I guess that's one of those things where it's like they didn't really change the character's name because that's what the character's name would become, and that would be confusing.
Well, again, like this engagement story too. Like the tabloids, if they say Tim Drake, people are going to be like, "Who?" But if they say Wayne, they're going to be like, "Oh, hey, Bruce Wayne's son." Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But then as Red Robin, he's looking for links. But this should be working into his plan until she's like, I'm undercover and stuff, and things will get worse without me. Yeah, right, because it's been puppies and daisies with you. But yeah, she's the Hong Kong police force she's with.
That's what she says. Is that true?
I think so. Yeah, because she comes back. But yeah, no, he's
Tim kind of doesn't really seem to believe her.
Yeah, he drops from the cops. Oh, I think he does. He might believe her, but I think he's like, it doesn't matter for his plan. He's like,
he has to make a point.
Yeah.
To the other villains.
Yeah, because at the end we see his little scorecard, all the villains on the screen.
Yep.
Which we kind of get a version of that on the cover. Like, I love that. That's one of my favorite cut. That and the last issue are probably like my two favorite covers from this series.
Yep.
And both of them are just basically him standing there.
But the background, it's all about what's in the background.
Yes.
Then I told you that because the part that I was thinking was in 13 is actually in 14. So quickly, since it was not part of the assigned reading, you start 14 and Damien saw Tim's list and he wants to look at it more and he realizes I don't really understand computer stuff, but there's something behind the screen that's up there. And so Damien wants to find out what it is.
Oh, yeah. I think you can access more if you have the password. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I love in the beginning of 14 that Tim's using like the clubs, man. He's using like Dick's signature weapon there.
Yes, true. Well, maybe he takes his bow staff apart. It's a.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Because he hits Brutal with them, who Dick has fought before. That's funny.
Yeah, because then it gets into when you've got the announcement, the people are, they're calling him like Mr. Wayne, and Vicky Vale is like, I want to talk to young Mr. Wayne. Attention I could lavish on old Mr. Wayne and Mr. Grayson. It's like, why is he young Mr. Wayne? But whatever. I guess people don't know him don't know Tim Drake as well as Dick Grayson. I don't know. Since he was older.
Oh yeah, more and more of this is coming back to me. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get back to some of this later. Yeah, no, because Vicky Vale's like on their trail, like I don't know if she's like she gets close to their secret. I mean, there's a point in this series where like Tim like fakes like an assassination attempt on himself.
Yeah, I think that's coming up in the next one. Yeah, because Vicky Vale's really close. Well, I mean, Vicky Vale's been close a lot. Back in the 50s, she was always pretty close.
But it's like, so yeah, he fakes that where he's like fakes he's walking around on the crutches and stuff. Meanwhile, Red Robin's like swinging around. Yeah.
All right, so now he and Damien are going to patrol together because Dick hasn't come back.
Yep.
And this is funny. Tim says, "Let's go." Damien, "I'll drive." And he says, "We're swinging." So anyway, they're swinging, and Tim says, "Wait for me here." Damien's got the R. He cuts his line. Dastardly Damien. And Tim's like, "What is wrong with you? You instigated this," and they start fighting. And you're like, "What's going on?" Tim's like, "I have to kick his ass."
But meanwhile, after an assassin, yeah.
Yep. But the part that really comes, Tim's like, Damien's all, "I won't lose to you." And Tim's all, "You lost the second I started trying." And then, a batarang falls in. Stop. Oh, looks like Batman's back. JLA mission over. He says, "Bad enough I come back to all this, but to be fighting here, look where they're fighting. Crime Alley right in front of the theater."
Yep.
Feels like a little too convenient. Like, you really think they wouldn't recognize that? But I guess they've been rolling and tumbling down the street, so they started somewhere else. And then when we're back to this is probably at the bunker. He says, "I have no idea why he jumped me." Damien says, "Show him the truth about your hit list." And he says, "What's on the other side of the screen?" Tim's like, "Oh, damn."
Oh, that's pretty dark. His password is Boomerang, the guy who killed his father.
I know, is that the guy that killed his dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dark. Maybe he thought people wouldn't guess it.
Maybe.
Eventually Damien did. And now we see, this is why Damien was angry, because behind the main hit list is basically, didn't Bruce have contingency plans for, what was that, Tower of Babel or some other?
Yep.
Yeah, where it was like, here's how I'm going to take everybody out if they go rogue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like that's basically what Tim's doing.
But Damien's on the list.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He says, "I understand why you were angry." And then Damien, "I control aspects of my upbringing that neither of you could begin to understand, and I'm dismissed by him as a threat to be monitored for some hidden agenda. It isn't fair." And look at it. I know, and look at that picture. He's so sad.
I know. So Dick tells me to clean up, and Tim's like, "You understand, right? In terms of general planning, I mean, look at his history, his biology, even."
I know, that biology argument, though, is pretty suspect.
Yeah.
That is a little slippery slope there. And he's like, "I get it. At least a harder password to hack." And then I didn't think the little homunculus, love that word, homunculus, would be hurt by it. And then Dick's like, "You're kidding? He practically bleeds and needs to be accepted." So that kind of shows how like Tim doesn't really know Damien that well yet.
But yeah, Dick's like, yeah, Tim's like, yeah, I don't think he would try that hard. And Dick's like, are you kidding? He practically bleeds and need to be accepted.
Yep. Then he's like, but also remember that this bit Bruce in the butt more than once.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, I realize that people can't detach themselves emotionally like you do. He's like, Dick's like, I noticed I'm not up there, and Tim, you never would be.
Aww. Does that just mean that if Dick ever goes rogue, Tim won't be able to take him out?
Dick. Oh, here's what you were looking for. Yeah, Dick changes.
Exactly. Then he's like, okay, I'm changing the password to Cousin Oliver.
I'm trying to remember. They might have mentioned this somewhere beforehand, but yeah. So I forget this might be a callback too, even. But yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Well, but it's also like kind of a meta joke, I guess, because in the Brady Bunch, I guess it would have been Cindy, right? Who was the young? Marsha. Is Marsha the oldest? It's Marsha, Jan, and then Cindy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess as Cindy got older, they're like, oh, we need another cute kid. So they brought on Cousin Oliver. So it's like, oh, Tim's growing up, so we need another cute kid. So that's Damien. He's the Cousin Oliver.
I mean, it works. I mean, Jan was always jealous of Marsha. It works.
Right. So Jan would be Jason. Right. Well, and Jan isn't Jan the one that's like, oh, Marsha. Isn't that then? Yeah, it does work. That's how Jason feels other people are about Dick. But I will say that Dick does not roll off the tongue quite as well as Marsha. But anyway, then now it's like, oh, we're gonna have the assess. Is it Firefly at the end or somebody else?
No, I forget. Who is this? I'm trying to remember. Tim might have faced I forget who this assassin's name is, but it's I think Tim might have faced her towards the end of his series, but I think did this one show up? It might have even been 2 when Stephanie was Robin for all 5 minutes, maybe 2.
Maybe.
Wait, let me see.
That's how it ends. The important part is Cousin Oliver. And also that Tim learns a little bit more about Damien, that Damien does want to be accepted really badly.
Exactly. Oh, Scarab. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, all right. See, it's a bug.
It's an Egyptian. Get it?
Wait, is that where the person was coming from?
Or that's their background. I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Last thing. So today we started the official Batman Advent Calendar. I already opened it. I couldn't wait. But check it out. Look what the envelope was for today. Number 1. Oh, yeah.
That's right. Robin.
Classic motorcycle. Classic. And the trinket inside was a very small book.
Oh.
That has pictures of Batman covers. So we have the Season's Greeting. That's the only Christmas one. And then, these ones.
Did you?
A True Classic. Yeah, sensational character find.
Did you get that at the store? Did you order that? I forget.
Yeah, I got it on Amazon.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, actually, when I did click on the link when it came through in the DC email, and they were taking you to Amazon. So I don't think they were selling it through the DC store.
Yeah, because I didn't see any DC ones at the store. Yeah, we got like a Lego Marvel one.
Yeah, I keep waiting for and the past couple years hasn't Funko come out with like a Funko Harry Potter Advent Calendar and Funko Marvel where they're the real tiny. Yeah, you had that one year, didn't you?
Yeah, the 1 year. Yeah, we had the little tiny. Yeah, they look like little tiny Funkos. Yeah, this year it's like just like little Marvel things. Like today it was like a little Tony Stark Lego figure.
Oh, but this year it's Lego and not Funko.
Yeah, I don't know if they still have the Funko or not, but yeah, this year, yeah, it's like Lego.
I don't understand why I keep thinking like, oh, surely DC will do one year, and they still haven't, which seems weird to me.
Yeah, because you could just roll down the street to Target and get like the Marvel stuff. I don't know why DC doesn't put them in the stores more and stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they don't have one that's
Yeah.
the DC Funko or Lego or whatever. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, yeah, okay, the Marvel stuff might sell better because it's
I mean, but Lego
because of
Batman,
all the movies, but I don't know. I mean,
Lego Batman's a thing.
yeah, and I mean, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are pretty famous.
I mean, the Justice League. I mean, you have that movie and everything. I mean, they can do the whole Justice League. Hell, just the Bat Family.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it seems weird to me because I feel like it would sell. So that's kind of weird, like why they don't. That being said, nobody is as good at merchandising as Disney. And
no,
so now that Marvel is part of Disney, the merchandising is off the charts. Yeah, which on the one hand is probably good for us financially, Phil, because can you imagine if Nightwing had as much merchandising as Disney could provide? We would have no money.
I know. I'm a
So
fan
maybe
of
it's
Marvel. I know.
what'd you say?
I'm a fan of Marvel too, so it really don't help me any.
But can you imagine how much of your money would suck up if they were both marketed to the same extent?
Yeah,
Luca would have no college fund, poor kid.
I know.
I'd be like, sorry, Luca, I spent your college fund on Funko Pops. Thanks a lot, Dad.
All right, so is that it? Should we lay it on what's next week?
That's it. Yes. What's our homework for next week? Oh.
Yes.
And here, now that it's December, there's Nightwing.
Well,
He has his hat on.
That's perfect because hey, bring that up next week because next week is the Christmas episode because we'll be covering Nightwing 64.
All right.
And then and then the week after that'll be Grayson Annual 3, and then we'll be recording them a little ahead of time, kids. But yes, those for the actual 2021 calendar year, only 2 more episodes. Nightwing 64 and Grayson Annual 3 in 2 weeks. All right, so
Awesome.
send your thoughts. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Even about the new stuff, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Nightwing News on Facebook, on Twitter. Find the Blendhaven Bulletin, the Nightwing Facebook fan group. Find links to all the various social medias for all the shows we do, including the new one in 2022. Lilith and I are going to be doing a Justice League and Justice Society podcast. So, all right. Maybe
Let me know if you ever do issues that have Earth 2 Dick Grayson. I'll read them and hop on.
Gotcha. All right. So, yes. So, find links to all of it, all the social medias, links to this YouTube channel. Again, videos for every episode. Links, most importantly, to the Patreon. Once again, we're not billionaires. We're not even millionaires. We're paying for this ourselves now. So any little contribution can help. But once again, thank you to our patrons, Ray, Justin, and Russell. So please, if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon. Or once again, get yourself some Capes and Lunatics or Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merchandise. Cups, t-shirts, phone cases. I believe there's more on there. So yes, go exploring. Find links to all of it all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capes and lunatics. And if you want to fill Kristen's stocking, go to Amazon, the aforementioned Amazon, pick up Dick Grayson Boy Wonder. Pick up your advent calendar and Dick Grayson stocking stuffer, Dick Grayson Boy Wonder.
You're a good promo. You're a good hype man, Phil. That was a nice segue there.
I learned from the best. Lilith Hellfire beat it into me. Only what she drinks. Once all the time. All right, kids. No, I kid. Thank you for joining us. Again, in 1 week, our Christmas episode with Nightwing 64. And then in 2 weeks, the quote-unquote last episode of the year, Grayson Annual 3.
What?
End the year with the last episode of the year, the last issue of Grayson.
There we go. And then we can all feel old again when we realize how many years it's been since that comic book came out.
I think that's only been like 5 years or something.
I know, but still 5 years.
better than
Feels like yesterday, Phil.
better than the Red Robin.
I was like, oh, 11 years. Ouch.
All right, kids. So yes, come back next time. It'll be Christmas, but until then, join us same wing time.
Same Wing Channel.
The Nightwing News. Go hug your brother.
And keep his